readers and writers, my name is Jennifer. I'm a screenwriter, writer, and actress. I had the privilege of being a first-round reader for Austin Film Festival, so I thought I'd make a video discussing my experience. And hopefully what I learned can help you better prepare your script. Before I get into what I learned, I want to tell you why I'm qualified to be a reader and AFF's process in choosing a reader. I have my MFA in creative writing and writing for the performing arts with a focus in screenwriting. I've provided feedback to many of my peers and continue to learn and grow as a screenwriter by reading professional scripts, as well as writing and submitting my scripts to competitions. Last year, my script was a finalist at Austin Film Festival, and I did attend the festival. I actually have a video, I will post it up here, so you can watch. AFF requires all readers to complete their reader's application and test. The test requires all potential readers to choose from the competition categories: features, pilots, shorts, podcast, plays, and digital series. Once you've completed all requirements, the script manager will let you know via email if you've been selected. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and meet with a friend at a coffee shop. I have 2 scripts to finish reading, and I figured I'd take you along with me. Once I'm done reading the scripts, I'll go ahead and start working on my notes. It usually takes me a few hours. Sometimes I have to step away from it and just let all of it settle in, and I'll end up working on it either during the evening or the next day. So this is really exciting for me to film this, and I hope that you learn something and get inspired. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to make this section of the video short and visual. While Austin Film Festival lays out key differences in deciding which scripts are second round, semi-finalist, and above, I'm going to explain how a first round reader determines if a script is ready to be advanced or passed on. While Austin Film Festival lays out the key difference in deciding which scripts are second round, semi-finalist, and above, I'm going to explain how a first round reader determines if a script is ready to be advanced or passed on. Reader guidelines. Roughly 20% of entries in each category are second rounders. Roughly 2% of entries in each category are semi-finalists. 0.05% of entries in each category are finalists. Only 1 winner in each category. I've gone ahead and reworded Austin Film Festival's requirement for first round readers just because I feel for myself when something that is a statement is reworded into a question, I can better apply it to my own writing, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's get back into the slides. Concept. Does the story have an original or unique idea? Does the script have a fresh approach to a familiar story? Plot. Does the script have a clear conflict and a satisfying resolution? Does the script convey transformative storytelling? Are tropes used minimally? Structure. Is the structure properly formatted? And does it have a clear beginning, middle, and end? Are the first 10 pages engaging? And do they set the tone? Does every scene build on the next, have tight pacing, and intrigue to hold the reader's attention? Are the action lines visual, clear, and engaging? Characters. Are the characters distinct from each other and fully developed beyond traditional archetypes? Is the reader emotionally invested in the protagonist's progression throughout the story? Dialogue. Does the dialogue flow naturally between characters? Is there minimal use of exposition? Does each character have distinct dialogue, and are their lines easily discernible? Is the dialogue throughout the script memorable and unique to the characters? Overall, is the script clear with a satisfying ending, but might need minor revision with edits to tighten or make scenes more visual? Has the writer demonstrated the necessary skills to potentially write professionally? Now go back and look at your script, and if you can check mark all those questions, then you're probably on the right track. For me, this experience has been an eye-opener because now when I write my own scripts, I know what to look for. As a screenwriter and someone who submits my own scripts to competitions, I know how much time and effort and dedication it takes to write a script, to come up with a story, and spent countless hours creating that story, dreaming about it, thinking about it when you're doing other things. So I know how important it is to you, to the writer, and when you let that script go, when you send it out to a competition, I know how hopeful you can be. And believe me, I feel the same way every time I write a script and send it out. But as you saw, advancing to semifinalists and finalists is a very difficult journey to reach. But I want you to know that each script that is passed on by the first reader gets read again by another first round reader. And if the second reader agrees with the first reader's notes, then that script will stay a no read. I really appreciate that Austin Film Festival requires 2 readers to determine if a script is indeed a no. I feel from my own experience, each script is given careful consideration, evaluated in its entirety, and as I said, reviewed at least twice by 2 different readers. But keep in mind, reading is subjective. In this last informative section, I'm going to go over what a first round reader is not supposed to do. As much as I love to give detailed feedback, the notes you receive are meant really only to suggest 1 or 2 things that could improve your script. State the single most obvious thing holding the script back. This can relate to the plot, dialogue, character, but it's something that is taking the reader out of the story. For me, it's so important to provide feedback that will help the writer not just improve the script they're working on, but become a better writer in general. All notes should have critical feedback. You're not helping the writer move forward if you don't give constructive feedback. This is so important because you want the writer to improve. You want the story to become the best version of itself possible. We're here to help them take it 1 level higher. If you've submitted to Austin Film Festival screenwriting competition or to other competitions, you're probably familiar with the notes you've received. The sheer amount of scripts these competitions receive makes it impossible for them to give that kind of feedback. That's why it's so important to have a reader, someone to be able to give you feedback on your script before you ever submit it to competitions. Having eyes on your script will not only help you know if the story is resonating with another reader, but give you someone else's perspective, someone else's understanding of the story. A lot of times when we write, we see it in our own heads and it makes sense, but when someone else reads it, what we see, they may not. Additional things I'd like to include in this video should be something you should already know, but I noticed it in a lot of the scripts I read. I'm just gonna be honest. Formatting. There were a lot of asterisks on the side of the page. So things that were changed in the script, edits that were made. When you submit your script, I think that it should be as clean as possible, visually clean as possible. Nothing that indicates changes or that takes the reader out of the story and makes them focus on what they're seeing on the page. Something else I noticed were punctuation issues. Go through your script multiple times before you submit. Let's see, what else? Going through your script, making sure you have a beginning, middle, and end, a compelling conclusion, characters you root for, even if they're not necessarily the best people. Try to remove any fluff, things that don't progress the story. Each scene should build to the next, and keep it exciting. Try to avoid moments that lag or take away from the suspense. So that's everything I learned from being a first round reader for Austin Film Festival's screenwriting competition. It's definitely helped me with my own writing going forward and what to look for, what I need to change. Anyway, I hope this information will help you in your writing endeavors. And if you have any questions, please leave it down below. Comment and ask me things that maybe I didn't address in this video. I am happy to talk about them. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this video has been informative. I want to thank Austin Film Festival for giving me the opportunity to be a first round reader. I feel that I've learned a lot, and I'm definitely going to take what I learned and apply it to my own writing, and hopefully I will be able to help others in their writing endeavors too. I'm gonna get started on my feedback, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.